it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. How are you today? It is currently Friday. We are leaving this campground tomorrow, sadly. We really like this spot. We really like this campground. We love the area. We are still in, this is actually Waveland, Mississippi, but it is the Bay St. Louis area. And we're really loving it here. But we have to move on. So we have to head towards Boggy Creek. You guys, we did it over 3,100 now. Over 3,100 blankets so far. That's just incredible. I can't even believe it. I can't wrap my head around it. Juan had to upgrade his truck twice. The cost became very expensive, and I feel real bad for him for that. But he's bringing them down as promised, and so that's pretty exciting. We're gonna get to meet him in person. It's always fun when you get to meet your yarn friends in person. We spent a lot of time with Joe from Joe's Web and Lynanne while we've been since we've left our home, since we left Ohio, which we don't have a home there anymore. We have Dee Dee. We're like turtles now. Just take our house with us everywhere we go. And we will be leaving here tomorrow. But yesterday, we went to New Orleans. New Orleans is such a unique and wonderful place. I didn't want to stop anywhere where I had to walk like 6 miles to get to where I want to see. I didn't want to park anywhere like that. Because then I have to walk around where I want to see, and my legs don't hold up that well yet. So, sadly, we could not find a place to park anywhere near the French Quarter. Anywhere near, like, the paid parking places that we found were blocks and blocks away. In the French Quarter, I would have liked to have shown you Jackson Square. We drove around it. You really can't see it much. And the French Market, which is so cool. But there was we drove around like 3 times trying to get a parking place around there. We couldn't figure out how to park at the bus stop. We couldn't find how to get into where you park there. Because they have a really cool, you download their app and you can hop on and hop off all day long for like the same price for 24 hours, like $1.50 or whatever, which would have been great, but we couldn't figure out how to park there. I don't know if Roy was looking real hard. He didn't want to leave his car. But I did get footage of the French Quarter a little bit, and a little bit of the Garden District, where all the big, huge houses are. They're so expensive. Oh my goodness, so expensive to live there. I don't know how anyone affords it. But really cool place to be. So we did do, like I said, a little driving around since we couldn't stop and park. We were going there because there is a yarn store. And I think yarn and embroidery flosses and stuff like that. Again, there was nowhere to park. Not within blocks. And, you know, my legs wouldn't handle that so well. So, I will link all together the videos that I have. Again, the photography is bad. We're in the car. Some of the roads were completely bumpy and terrible. The thing about New Orleans streets, they were made for horse and buggy. It's a very, very old town. And the streets aren't very wide. A lot of them are one way and cars park. So, you know, you have to be patient if you want to drive through New Orleans. Otherwise, you'll get really aggravated at all the stop and go. But it's such a cool vibe there. And the architecture is amazing. I wish we could have gone into some of the things. Roy and I have been there before. And I was younger and I could walk better. So we went in, but we were staying there. So, you know, we learned how to use the bus thing and we walked a lot. And it was cool. I would suggest it for everyone to stay in the area and be able to walk the city, because it's really awesome. So I'm just gonna say thanks for watching. If you want to watch the video, it is a travel video. So thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, doing all of those things. I will get this uploaded hopefully today, and you can watch it. Otherwise, check it out tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me, it'll be today for you. I'm meeting up with Joe from Joe's Web and her husband, Mario. We're going for lunch, and I don't know what other kind of troubles we're going to get into, but this will be a new restaurant that we haven't been to before, so that's kind of fun. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay. New Orleans is like no other. Streets are very tiny, mostly one way. Parking is atrocious. I think a lot of the people that live here like park their cars elsewhere, and you just walk or bike everywhere throughout the city itself. We're just on some random side streets. We were trying to go to a yarn shop. We passed it. We know where it is. We just can't seem to figure out where we could park to go there. So I just thought maybe you'd like to see, see some New Orleans. We've seen a lot of people walking around with their suitcases. So hotel checkout time has hit that straight. A lot of one way. A lot of buildings with metal railings on the balconies. That's so cool. Multicolored houses everywhere you go. And the old brick and like this. Mardi Gras decorations up. It's a very unique neighborhood. Filled with lots of history, cool architecture. Look at that big old building there. Is this Frenchman Street? We stayed in New Orleans for a week about 10 years ago. We stayed on Frenchman Street. I don't know where that is comparing to where we are right now. But it looks like we're close. lots of boarded up buildings, which is sad. I mean, the doors are closed. Like the businesses are no longer there. I got my one and only tattoo here in New Orleans. Oh, here's the Market Cafe. Right there. You can get beignets there. I don't think that's Cafe du Monde. Which is, oh, I'm in the way of one. Lots of places to eat and shop and drink. And nowhere to park. When we stayed here, you had to pay extra to bring your car and park in the hotel park, or the condominium parking lot. Which room is that? This is a shopping mall. I think you can walk down the inside. Oh, I could be wrong. Might not be the place I think it is. There's a horse and buggy up here. Because you can rent them. And I'll take you around, tours around town. And here's a band playing. That might be Cafe du Monde. That's Cafe du Monde on the corner where the band is playing. We're stopped at a later. We'd be closer. We get beignets and chicory coffee there. Oh, cars. Come on. And over here, this is Jackson Square. Let me zoom out. There's, I can't think of the name of the cathedral, but there's a cathedral. And the street vendors. Then up here, I think you go into like a different quarter. The buildings are more modern, and it's not the New Orleans of like NCIS New Orleans. You got these really cool buildings, the little businesses underneath. Another musicians on the corner. Well, kind of in the building. If you hear the music. French Quarters Visitor Center we just passed up. Pardon me? Oh, not. Oh goodness, it's a bumpy road. Not much to see here.
Turn left onto
We're entering the Garden District. You get to see all these really cool old homes. I don't know if you can see down here, but these have gas lights right there on that house. Oops, let's see, there it is. So we'll see what we can see of this area. There's something blocking us up there, so be patient. These old buildings. Oh, can you see that? I don't know if you can. That's cool. All these old antebellum houses. Just too cool. And the big sprawling trees. Look at that place. Huge. Well, you can go any way you want to. I know, the biggest ones seem to be on your side. This is a huge one back here, but the trees are too big, the bushes.
They were last year, recommended them.
Look at the size of this place. There's chores going on everywhere. I think we've passed 3 of them already. Since we've been in the garden district. Look at this pretty blue house. Oh, is the cemetery? This is two-way traffic on this street. You've got to be kidding. Yep, there's a cemetery on. Yeah. Cemetery on the other side of this wall. You can see the tops of some of the mausoleums right here. This gate is not open. Yeah, turn here. That's fine. They have a flirty girl here. We saw a flirty girl and basically they may.
Street. Then
Look at how
turn
cool
left
the
onto
street
Frenchman
is
Street.
with all the trees, buildings. And now we're making a turn. We're looking for Frenchman Street.
Turn left onto Frenchman Street. Then you will arrive at your destination.
So Roy and I stayed on this street when we stayed in Louisiana, in New Orleans. It is still a dead dog. We stayed on Frenchman. got my first tattoo on Frenchman Street. We stayed in that building with the yellow balloons. And there was a party every night on this corner.
You have arrived.
Which one? There would be a band playing at that corner every night. Walk over and stand on going to the hot dog store. So I think the market is the other direction. Yeah, you gotta turn here and go up another street. Yeah, that's what
It's that way.
it's by the water. We'll find it. Love these trees. Those big old palm trees. Can you go that way? Yeah. There is the French market. Now if we can find a place to park, we'll go in. This is the other end of Frenchman Street. We just came in at the wrong side. This is the Jazz Museum. You can, well, it'd be nice to find a place to park. I'd like to go into the market, would you? Can't park here, huh? The restaurants on the corners.
Okay.
Oh! Very bumpy roads around here. Ooh. Dang. Dude almost opened his car door right into you. Okay, we're gonna find a place to park.